In this video, we will learn about the solid state. So we know that matter has usually three states, that is solid, liquid and gas. So some common example of solids around us are iron, copper, gold, sugar, common salt, wood, rock, ice, etc. So we will learn about the solid state of matter. So in solid state of matter, the constituent particles, it can be atoms, molecules or ions, they are very closely spaced, means the particles are tightly packed. The interparticle distance is very small. As we can see here, the particles are very tightly packed and there is least space between them, means the interparticle distance is very less. So if the particles are closely packed, the intermolecular forces between the constituent particles also are very strong. That is why the particles of the solid, they are held in fixed positions and they have very little freedom of movement, means these particles, they can vibrate about their mean positions but they cannot move from their place because there is no space first of all, and the intermolecular forces are also very strong. So if we talk about the characteristic properties of solids, the first thing is solids have definite shape and volume. Because of very strong intermolecular forces or cohesive forces present between the constituent particles, solids have a fixed shape and volume. But let's say sometimes it comes to our mind that sugar and salt, they are solids, but when we put them in jar, they take the shape of the jar. So how they can be solids? Does that mean sugar and salts are not solid? But it is not like that. They are solids. They are made up of small crystals or small particles. So those small crystals are there, and sugar and salt are considered solid because the shape of each crystal will not change. It will remain unchanged even when they are put in jars of different shapes. So that's why they are considered to be solids. Next is solids are rigid and incompressible. So as the constituent particles are very closely packed with no space in them, or you can say negligible space in them, the solids have slight or no compressibility, means we cannot compress it. But again, an exception come here is the sponge. Sponge is a solid but still we can compress it. Now why that happens? It is because in sponge there are small pores present in it, and the air is trapped in these pores, and when the sponge is pressed, the trapped air is expelled out and the sponge gets compressed. So sponge, being a solid, is compressible. Then solids have very high density as the particles are tightly packed, so we can say solid state of matter has higher density as compared to liquid and gaseous state. Now why is it so? Because the particles are closely packed. Next is solids do not flow. Let's say if we are having a wooden piece and it is kept on a table, so that wood piece will be uh, placed on the table and it will remain as it is. It is not going to flow because the constituent particles in a solid, they are held in fixed position due to strong forces of attraction, so they are unable to flow. That is why solids also do not show the phenomena of diffusion, means they will not intermix on their own. Then solids are characterized by high melting and boiling points. Why? Because they have strong forces of attraction. So in all the points we can see the common point is strong forces of attraction. So because of strong forces of attraction, more heat energy is required to overcome these forces. Therefore, solids in general, they have high melting and boiling points. So these are the properties of solid state of matter. So I hope this topic is clear to you. Thank you.